Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
Hey, Joe.
Welcome to the Solar Farm.
This is the farm where we grow cross stitch.
One stitch at a time. Today is Monday, August 30th. It's the last Monday of August. September starts on Wednesday.
And the last Monday in August went all kinds of mean on me at work. Not bad, just I hate paperwork, and it's what I spent half the day doing. And it wasn't even my paperwork.
Good times.
No.
Good times.
No.
Okay, well, you don't understand my sarcasm. So.
Oh, you don't get the sarcasm answer back?
How's y'all's week? Apparently his Monday sucked. My last week sucked. I was busy as sin. As is reflected in the little amount that I actually stitched last week. There we go. That's what it is. Would you like to? Okay, done yawning. Would you like to shout out our commenters?
Hey, y'all, what's up? Goat Mama, Mad Morty, Teresa, Lynn, Bridget, Morlin, Chasey, and Susie Scott. Susie Q Scott?
Yes.
You know what's really entertaining?
What?
The two officer managers at my job are named Bridget and Tracy.
Well,
I found that entertaining.
it is funny. And yep. Okay. So let's move on to this is probably gonna be a short video this week, y'all.
Buckle up, we're gonna break the speed limit.
It's gonna be one of those videos.
Whoop, whoop.
I just don't have a lot to talk about for the intro, so we're gonna move on to whips. Whips. Womp womp womp. Okay.
It honestly, on Saturday, it was so flipping hot. I don't know how you did stitch.
Well, that was part of why my stitching was limited, because it was a hot week, so I spent as much time as I could in the pool and going, ugh. I mean, right now it's 80 degrees with it feels like temperature of 83.
Yeah, and I'm one of those people who has the near fatal condition called NICE. And the person that normally helps people set up at the market, well, he hurt himself. So he's going to be out for a little bit. So I decided to help instead on an extremely hot day. So I was sticky beyond sticky, and I didn't want to get that on my stitch.
It was just hot and yucky and gross all week. Plus, I was helping with our church make pizza subs because the county fair was last week, and our church sold pizza subs at the county fair. And hopefully, okay, we're back. As I was saying, I had a pretty busy week. So, let's not start with that. The Wheel of Stitchy Goodness spun the hut, and I finished it, so we'll show you that last, because I don't know why. Why don't I show it to you right now? Why to hold it till last?
Some people like suspense.
Simple. It's, okay. Found it. The Hut, or Hut, really, by Pana. It is a kit. Pana is, I was trying to think. They're a Russian company. I do have wholesale access with them, but I need to place a $350 order. I'm working on it. So, here's my finish on the hut. I did not put the back stitching on it because I don't know. I just didn't. I was lazy. I'll go with that.
You were going for a watercolor aesthetic.
I really was, and I think that the way the stitch lends to that, and I just
It honestly, the way you did it actually does look like a watercolor painting.
I mean, I just feel like the back stitching adds some starkiness to just select spots, and it just doesn't need it. Artistic licensing. Okay, then I spun the Wheel of Stitchy Goodness again, and it wanted me to stitch on Lady with Dog, aka Laura and Dandy. Oh, I did, so it was 578 stitches to complete the hut. Lady with Dog, and I applied it to some challenges, but I didn't write down what they were, so sorry. Lady with Dog got 403 stitches. Her head is there. She is 2 feet tall. This is a DesignWorks kit, so this is on a 14 count Ada that came with the kit. I worked on the purple in the bottom of her dress. And that was it was a wee bit challenging because figuring out where I had left off, I didn't mark off well. And because of the way the pattern copied, it's all kinds of crazy stuff. Alright, so then the Wheel of Stitchy Goodness wanted me to work on sampler book. And I worked on sampler book. And I put 721 stitches into sampler book. So I finished the eyelet, the Algerian eyelets on the bottom, and then the words. And I started on the B block. Yes, there are bees there. This is the second time I'm stitching the bees because I stitched them all once yesterday and had them incorrectly lined up and didn't realize it until I went to put on this border. Actually, I went to put on this border. Went to put on this border. This border. And realized they were in the wrong spot. So I worked on this border, finished my stitch count on it, and then proceeded to frog everything this morning. So this will be the second time I'm stitching the bees. And much like with the creamy white on One Nation, yes, you can see it in person. It doesn't pick up that well.
The color of that light does not help.
On camera, I struggled yesterday taking pictures for my challenge groups. The way, if you look at all the pages in the sampler book, which there's full colored pictures on the page with the charts for each page. Some of the color selections are very, very faint. That was what Erica Michaels did with her design. Even though I'm not stitching it in the called for Splendor Silks, I still kind of wanted to try to stick with her color selections because I did. So, gonna be working on that some more tonight. So, all totaled, I did 1,702 stitches last week. Not my best stitchy week by far.
That's only because you haven't figured out, because there's no good way to cross stitch in a pool.
There's no good way to cross stitch in a pool. And summer is winding down, so cool. And that's been Stitchy Week for this week. No haul. Yeah, no haul. I only got stuff for the shop. So let's move on to plans and announcements, I guess.
Okay.
Plans and announcements. I have no plan this week. Honestly, I was gonna stitch on this until like I was done with the bee block. After having to restitch all of the bees, I'm probably not going to.
Yeah, you and that piece are kind of like family. Sometimes you just need some time apart.
Need a little break from it. And it makes me sad because I was really excited to stitch on this. I've been waiting for it to pop up on the Stitchy wheel.
And I will say, as bad as that was, it was actually what I heard her say was worse. I didn't hear bees. I heard beads. I'm like, wait a minute. All the beating you did all day today? And she said bees, and I'm like, oh, thank the good Lord.
And then if I look in my book of goodness, Scenic Farm, Home for Christmas, Pumpkin Farm, and Jeans and Weenies are the only ones that haven't popped up on the Stitchy wheel. I may just go through them as they're listed in my binder rather than spin the wheel. Because when I spun the sampler to get sample the book, I'm not going to tell you how many times I actually had to spin the wheel. It was a lot to get something that I had wanted. So.
There are 4 of them left.
Yes.
Would you like to borrow a dice?
Oh, I can do that. I have a dice. I have a dice app on my. So I don't know.
Critters. Drive by Kitty.
Kitty is on my poop list right now. So that's my plan for the week. I needed to go and look something up. Okay, so we're on to announcements. I had to go look a color up on my dye supply website. I got this wonderful pop-up that said due to us not being able to get stuff due to worker shortage, you know, the whole 9 yards. We're behind. Stuff is, at least they're not selling stuff they don't have in stock. If it's out of stock, it is marked out of stock on the website, and it actually says, you know, if you want something and it's out of stock, don't order it. Just come back and order it when it shows it in stock because of our issues. So I will give them credit. At least they're not selling stuff that is out of stock.
That irritates me to no end.
That has been the bane of my existence right now with thread. Is stuff that's technically out of stock is still being sold. Like, okay. And, you know, normally it's not that big of a deal. It's a matter of we're waiting on a shipment to come in. Still waiting on the Crown for Cathedral Wood Goddess that I ordered in May. I'm getting a little. And I'm at this point, I'm wondering if I'm going to end up with like 8 packages of it because I keep trying to reorder it. The look of terror on your face.
No, literally the thought of a chronic dump truck appearing in our front and just dumping it onto the front porch what just ran through my head.
I ordered my chronic through Witchell because I can go through Chronic and get my distributor, my wholesale. It's a bunch of unnecessary hoops because I can just go on Witchell and order it. I mean, for right now, that's the best option for me. Okay, that's like it. Somebody asked in the Facebook group the other day about the retreat and getting registered. I do have. I mean, technically registration is open. It's been open. You just tell me you want to come, and I don't. Anyways, I did forget I need to send somebody an invoice. So I need to send somebody an invoice. She can be my guinea pig. I'm gonna try to invoice for the retreat through Shopify. She's gonna be my guinea pig. We're gonna see how it works.
Please tell me it's somebody we like.
It is somebody we know.
Okay.
And I'm going to message her and say, hey, so invoice is coming via Shopify. If it screws up, this one's on me. I don't think it'll screw up. I think where it's going to screw up is on the back end on my end because Shopify is really easy to work with.
I just had an idea.
I have figured out how to put sections on my Shopify website. I'm going to start working through my pile of stuff that I need to make sure is on the Shopify website this week. It's going to take me a little while. So the best place to find stuff is on the Facebook group, which is linked below. What is your idea, darling?
You can flat out just sell tickets for the retreat on Shopify and have people buy it that way.
I think I can set up a thing on Shopify for the retreat. But I can also just send an invoice. It's a non-ship item. It's a non-taxable item. So I think I can work through it that way. I don't know.
It was a thought.
My only real aggravation with Shopify is when somebody pays me via their PayPal, it kicks it into my PayPal. I get double fees. No, I take that back. I don't think I got double fees. I don't remember. I just know it kicked it into my PayPal account. I had to transfer the money out of my PayPal. All right. That's all I have to say this week. I've got yard work to do.
Like, subscribe, comment, share, bell notification thingy me Bobby, yada 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 YouTuber, have it. I completely understand why YouTubers do it, but every YouTuber kind of has to. I think YouTube might actually penalize people if they don't say it.
I don't know. You know why every YouTuber says it? Because commenting on videos makes the program YouTube uses.
The YouTube algorithm.
YouTube algorithm think that you make engaging content and people interact with you. Subscriber count drives ads, which drives being able to find you and do certain things on YouTube, such as post community comments or go live. And liking the video also tells YouTube, oh, hey, these people make stuff that we like, so we're going to push them down your throat. We play the game, because those of you that do watch us enjoy watching us. Not that I have feelings about it or anything.
Squirrel.
I'm feeling very salty lately about a lot of things.
So I gotta remove salt from your diet?
Apparently. People are looking for fabric of the month with openings. Here I sit with one subscriber. Well, no, you don't want a fabric of the month. You want that fabric of the month because, anyways, I will not go off on my soapbox tangent.
Well, I gotta go. I got long work to do.
Just gotta move on. I've got to deal with some weeds. So, we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.